Hello, and welcome back to a Fishy Plant Man production with me, Fishy Plant Man, as your host. And talkative fish, which is more of a swirly fish. Like I say, he tends to do that when water's not optimal and when he's stressed out. Like me standing here creating shadows. I really don't think he can see well, but there he stopped for a minute. Who knows? Anyway, I thought that I would come back with this plant that I had recently bought. No, I haven't showed the plant yet, just the pot. And the reason is, most of the time, I bring a plant in and its immediate reaction is signs of improvement. Usually within hours. Like 24 hours, I'll look at the plant and it'll be like, hey, I'm happy here. Not this one. See? I don't know if you remember it from the first video. Those that have paid attention, I imagine, do. But this one did not pick up in any way. It is actually failing to thrive. So today I got it down. I'm like, okay, I can't look at these yellow leaves any longer. I left that one. Some fell off when I did the immediate fix that I'm trying, but I intentionally left this one just to show that it is failing to thrive. And as far as the immediate fix goes, this is a self-watering container. Now the little mirror that shows how much water is on the other side because of advertisements and stuff. You can see it suggested there that I didn't want to put on film. But the first thing I did is just dump that water out. I don't blame the water. Okay, that's not why I dumped it out. I'm not necessarily blaming the water. I'm just thinking that it's staying wet for too long. So I dumped the water to give it a chance to dry out. Because my thought was, maybe it's starved of nutrients. But if it just came from a greenhouse not too long ago to the store, I can't imagine it living in the store long enough to be starved of nutrients. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure it probably had a pretty good rinse. Maybe all it's had is just like tap water, probably, that they give the plants to keep them hydrated. I'm not sure how the watering in the store goes when the plant shows up in a self-watering pot. If it showed up, I think it did. But yeah, dumped it out, given it a chance to try out, and we'll go from there. We'll see if it starts to improve. Then I can, water and basically consider this a decorative pot, not a self-watering system. I don't think this plant likes the idea of a self-watering system. The other thing it could be is not enough light. Maybe the soil's too compact. I don't think so, but that's another thing to look at. Is it in a soil that the plant likes? So far is all I've done. Dump the excess water. We'll give it a chance to dry out and go from there. Kind of a one step at a time approach. If I lose the plant, It'll be a bummer, but I'm prepared to lose it rather than freaking out and going into 911 mode and trying to save it at all cost. You do that, and you may inadvertently kill your plant. I recommend calm down, realize it may already be too late and nothing you can do will save the plant. But you can try with a level head and have a better chance. Rather than the freak out, change everything, stress the plant even more. And it was already stressed and already dying, now it's more stressed, so it dies faster. We'll see. I will keep you updated. And I think I'll just let this be a rather short video. Maybe I'll start a series. This will be the first of the series. And, maybe next week I'll look at this same plant again. Or the week after, whatever. And, this is what's happened since. So far, it's failing to thrive. We'll see what happens next. Talk to you next time.